Well, we're officially one game into the preseason, and Seattle kicked it off with a home opener versus the Denver Broncos in a 22-14 victory. Today I'm going to give my thoughts on who shined and who did not live up to the hype. First, the quarterbacks. Geno Smith started the game and went 3 for 9 for 58 yards. He did not look like himself in the camp practices, where he clearly had the number 2 spot locked down over quarterback Paxton Lynch. But things changed when Lynch came into the game in the second half and went 11 for 15 for 109 yards and a touchdown. He also ran for 38 yards and a 9-yard touchdown. After the game, head coach Pete Carroll said that Geno Smith was having pain in his knee from a cyst and was going to have surgery. 2 days later, the Hawks signed free agent quarterback T.J. Barrett to fill in the void while Smith is out. That would give Lynch the number 2 quarterback spot, with Barrett taking number 3. After game 1, quarterback Paxton Lynch showed that he is worth being the number 2 quarterback. Looks like Russell Wilson's camp paid off. Running backs. Rashad Penny got to start the game and played most of the first half, on 6 carries for 15 yards, and caught a pass for 27 yards. Overall, he wasn't very good for high draft pick, and he needs to show that he's worth being taken in the first round. I don't think he'll be cut, but may hurt his spot in the lineup. Running backs Bo Scarborough and Xavier Turner showed they have something to contribute to Seattle's running game. Scarborough carried the ball 7 times for 32 yards, but a wrist injury knocked him out of the game. Turner had 13 carries for 42 yards and caught a pass for 8 yards. Now I need to see more from the running back room before I make my predictions for 2019. Penny needs to pick it up or he won't be the number 2 back in 2019. Running backs McKissick, Homer, and Prosise still haven't played yet, so we'll see what happens in week 2. The wide receivers. Jazz Ferguson had a ball game, where he caught 4 passes for 54 yards and a touchdown. Ferguson showed with his size and speed that he can get behind the defenses and catch long passes. Ferguson should have been taken in this last year's draft, but off-field issues hurt his chances. With a performance like this, he showed that he deserves a spot on the final roster. DK Metcalf was targeted 4 times in the game, but only 1 of his catches counted. But he too also showed that he could get behind the defenses, and if Russell Wilson was in the game, a few of those passes would have been touchdowns. Fellow rookie John Ursua had 1 catch for 23 yards. Seattle's wide receiver group needs to step up, or it'll be a long 2019 season. Wide receiver Jazz Ferguson showed some flashes, but as we all know, a few years ago wide receiver Casey Williams did the same thing, and he didn't make the final roster cuts, so who knows. And as for defense, I have to confess I didn't really watch. Both Jacob Martin and Barkevius Mingo got a sack in the home opener, which is good to see. Seattle needs to find out where their sacks are coming from in 2019. It sure looked like it helped that Seattle moved linebackers Jacob Martin, Barkevius Mingo, and Shaquem Griffin to a pass rusher role. Linebacker Austin Calitro had a game with 5 tackles and 1 tackle for loss. Sadly, Seattle's linebacker depth is very good this year, and it looks like he may be playing for a roster spot somewhere else. Carroll had a lot of safety blitzes in the game, from returning veteran Deshaun Shen, who had a sack and a safety in the end zone, to rookie sensation Ugo Amadi, who had pass defended. He was also phenomenal on special teams, and played a little nickel. Marquise Blair showed why Seattle drafted him. He does not shy away from hard hits. 1 did draw a questionable flag. Pete Carroll has made it obvious that Seattle will use a lot of safety blitzes in 2019 to make up for their weak pass rush. Also, rookie linebacker Cody Martin was limited to 16 snaps because of missed practice time. Head coach Pete Carroll said after the game he'll go full mode this week, and if he makes it out okay, he'll start in the next game. Seattle special teams made a big statement in their home opener, with special teams captain Nico Thorpe leading the way by pinning the ball deep in Denver's territory. Seattle's rookie showed some good things in coverage, which is good because they make up the bulk of this team, so it better work out. Kicker Jason Myers went 2 of 3 on his field goals. One was missed from 56 yards out. But he is by no means bad. Compared to our last 2 kickers, he is amazing. As far as injuries, tight end / tackle George Fant has a high ankle sprain, and according to Pete Carroll, it's legit. He got tangled up in a running play, and he may miss a few weeks. Running back Bo Scarborough bruised his wrist pretty bad in the game, and he had to have a scan. Carroll said he should be back in time for next week's game. And as I said earlier, quarterback Geno Smith was having pain in his knee from a cyst, and he is going to have surgery, and he should miss a week or two. And as far as the other players, there was a few dings and bruises that kept them out. But besides that, nothing serious. What were your thoughts on Seattle's first preseason game? Leave your thoughts below. And if you enjoyed this movie, please show your gratefulness by giving it a like. And remember, if you have any ideas for future movies, be sure to leave them below. And finally, subscribe to get more awesome content, and hit the notification bell below to get notified. Thanks.